hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. I hope that you are doing well. If you are rewatching, I would love to know. Please let me know if you can leave a comment and hit the like button. I would really appreciate that. Thank you. Um, I have some explaining to do. I keep thinking, Lucy, you've got some explaining to do. I haven't been here for a little bit, and also um, mainly due to having wrist pain. Um, that blanket yarn was really hurting me. So I've stepped away from our secret project for a little bit, but I hope to go back to it next week. Just to give myself like a full 2 weeks rest from working with that, and hopefully I'll be okay if I'm careful. But for now, we are working on that mesh sweater that I was working on last time. I have some stitch markers here to mark the neckline for later, but it's supposed to be about here-ish under the armpit. And then these are, it's all twisted, but this is the sleeve that we are working on. So we're working on building up this, and it's all the way across. It's going to be a one panel piece sweater that you sew together, I think, at the end. If I can get the yarn there it is. So this is what we're working on right now, and it's just something with really, really lightweight yarn to help my wrist relax and um, not injure it any further. I've also been experimenting with different ways to hold my yarn, because I know it's partly due to the way I'm holding it, probably as well, but it just feels wrong to do other like methods of holding the yarn, but I'm trying. Um, like I don't even know if this is doing anything because I have it wrapped around that finger still, but I'm trying. I could go grab a tension ring, and I might do that in a minute to just see if I can work with it, because this is a lighter weight yarn, and I wanted to try it with a lighter weight yarn. This is the Silky Soft by Loops and Threads, which I need to get more because I only have this much, and that is not going to finish this at all. So I've got to figure out getting more. I might try to get some more today or tomorrow. Get my husband to, I'll do an order and have him pick it up on his way home maybe, so I don't have to pay shipping and wait for it. But right now we are just building up these little, make sure my stitch count is right. Yep, these little sleeves. I think this is like really half of the sleeve, I guess. I don't think it's the whole sleeve, but I don't know. I need to look at a picture of it before it's sewn together to see. Hello. Let's see. So I'm going to try to do that. I'll look at it in a minute and see if this is part of the sleeve or not. I'm going to try to do 19 rows. I'm on 8. I may need to do quite a few more though, just because I did not do a gauge swatch, and I should have. So I'm having to adapt some things. So I may need to do more than 19 rows. Yeah, because this is 8, and so that's only going to be double this. I think I'm going to have to do more. But it's my fault for not doing a gauge swatch like I should have. So, oops. 1. I keep splitting the yarn. 1, 2. Hello, welcome. I am actually crocheting a sweater today. This is like the front panel of the sweater, and then there's like the ribbing at the bottom. I'm working on the sleeves. They're all curled up, but I'm working on the sleeves. I also do like animals and things. This isn't an animal, but he counts. Football. I also do that kind of stuff, but I'm working on making a sweater today. And blankets. I made that blanket behind me. 1, 2. Hope everybody is doing well. This is my first time making a sweater like this, so I'm excited. I've made cardigans, like hexie cardigans, but I've never made like a real sweater, so I'm excited to see how this is gonna turn out. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hi, Roaming. How are you? 2, 3. this has been a lot gentler on my wrist than working on the secret project. So the secret project is a giant octopus that I'm working on for my husband, but I had to put it away for a little bit, but I plan on pulling it back out next week to try again, and hopefully my wrist will let me. But for now, this tiny little yarn is treating my wrist okay. Aw, you're good. I'm glad. I'm doing pretty well too. Can't complain too much. I'm just glad my wrist isn't hurting right now. A giant octopus. Yes, that is what I'm going to work on next week. It will be about 2.5 feet long, should be. And it's a more realistic looking octopus than I've done before, so I'm excited. I've done one with like a more round head, but this one has like the true octopus shape, so I'm excited. My husband loves octopi. They're one of his favorite animals, so I'm making it for him as a surprise for his birthday, which is at the end of the month. So I really do have to start work on it again next week. I'm trying to make myself wait until next Tuesday so that it'll be a like full 2 weeks since my wrist started hurting, but we'll see. Have I started Christmas decorations yet? No, not yet. My husband did ask though, and I was surprised because normally he wants to wait. But we decided we'll probably wait like 2 weeks or so, 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks, and decorate like a little before Thanksgiving. Because I took some of my Halloween stuff down and left up like the more fall things, like the leaves and things and the pumpkins. But I still have to take my porch Halloween stuff down though. Hello. Oh, hi, Pets World. Oh, I'm sorry. But now it's lagging. Oh no, I'm sorry. Hello. Hey, Dreeny, how are you? Hello, welcome everyone. We are working on a mesh sweater today. Working on the sleeves here. I did not do a gauge swatch. I'm very bad, and so I'm having to kind of manipulate the pattern a little bit. Hopefully, it'll all work out. It should, as long as I keep measuring and just making it the right lengths. Everything should be fine. Um, but we'll see. But I've learned my lesson. I'm gonna do a gauge swatch next time. Definitely gonna watch the video on how to do that and do the gauge swatch next time. It will benefit me, I think, especially with my tight tension. I had to do like double the amount of rows that she did to get the like body part right. So that tells you how bad my tension and gauge is, you know. Oh, thank you. You know what I do? You know what I talk to my animals, and I do pray and do all the things. You're ordering a lot of clothes online. Ooh, cool. I'm excited to see what you get. I was thinking the other day, I was like, I need socks. I was like, I'm gonna put that on my list of things that if people need to get me something for Christmas, that I can say, give me socks. But then I feel like now everybody's gonna get me socks. I'm gonna have a lot of socks. I need socks. I need a blocking board. Like I have a blocking board, but I need like blocking mats, something big enough to block this on. I don't have anything big enough. So I gotta figure that out. Did it go through? Yeah. Okay. It's hard to get through that stitch sometimes. This is actually a pretty easy sweater. I recommend this pattern if anybody has never made a sweater but knows how to crochet and is interested. This is MJ's Off the Hook Designs on YouTube and Etsy, and she does. They're expensive, the patterns, but they're video tutorials and patterns, so they're very like beginner friendly. Um, it looks like most of her stuff is like a big one piece construction, you know, kind of thing. Like you make one big panel and then sew the edges together, kind of thing, which is what this is going to be. Um, so it should be pretty easy, but I recommend it so far. Aw, you too, Roaming Roots. Thank you. It's so pretty outside today. I was taking pictures. I thought about you girls because you guys always take the pretty videos and pictures, and I was taking some of the pretty leaves outside. It is really pretty out there right now. Aw. Also getting a t-shirt with a dress. Aw. I bet it will be cute. See, come on, little buddy. There we go. Get my yarn thing to spin. Oh, the cat's on the couch. Arthur's on the ground. Okay. We moved I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm closer to the wall than I used to be. The snail's not here anymore. He's here. Don't worry. He's fine. He's just not in this room. He's in our ocean themed laundry room. So that really makes more sense. Slash mud room. Um, but he hangs out in there in his little habitat. And now the couch is further back, so it's more room in here, which is really nice. Bye, Pets World. Thank you for coming. 2, 3. But this is like a pretty easy repeating pattern, so I do recommend it. The only thing that's a little different in this pattern that you may not know is like a linked double crochet, but it's not hard at all. It's very easy. I did already know a linked double crochet because I made shorts that use it, but that's kind of the only abnormal stitch, I guess. I got really confused earlier about the chain spaces and something in the pattern, and then I reread it again. And I was like, oh, it means 12 of the chain 3 spaces. I was very confused. But then it clicked. It's for the neckline. Which I gotta double check my neckline and make sure, since my gauge is off, that I don't need to make it any bigger. I may need to make it 1 or 2 larger than she did. I'll look in a minute. Hope everybody's doing well and has had a good week and weekend and all the things. I know I haven't been around very much. I'm sorry, but I'm trying. I'm just going through my own things, but I'm trying to, and I am doing a little better, so that's good. And my wrist is doing better, so that's good. Everything is looking a little more positive, so that is wonderful news. But I hope everybody else is doing well too. I've been peeping around here and there, but I just haven't been around as much as I normally would be. Oops. See, the yarn keeps splitting. I like this yarn, but I also don't. I would have picked a different color for this, but this is what I had. And I wanted to use what I already had. I would like to make another one maybe in like an off-white or cream color. I think that would be nice to have to wear with things. I do need to start Christmas stuff though. I know somebody asked about decorations, but I also need to start like actual presents. Because you see all those things online that are like, however many weekends until Christmas. And I was like, oh gosh, that means it really is only that many weeks. And so if I do like one project a week, then I'll be like perfect. So I kind of need to start doing that. I bought some Christmas tapestry patterns, but now looking at some of them, they're like, they're complicated, and I don't even have the colors for them. Like there's one that's a Christmas tree I really want to do, but it has 2 different greens, and all the different greens that I have, I don't have 2 that like coordinate well enough to be a Christmas tree. So either I just make it all one solid green. I guess I could do that instead of making the edge a different color. I'll just have to like ignore it in the pattern. I might could do that. And then that would also save me some color changes and some time. That might be the move for that, honestly. They're really pretty. I have to show them to you. It's a beautiful tapestry, but like I just do not. I've looked at all my yarns, and I even looked. Well, I looked at Walmart. I didn't go to like Michael's or anywhere, but like I still haven't found like the right green. Where would it be in my files? Done. Tapestry, Christmas tapestry. But I don't see it. Okay, look for Christmas. Christmas, crochet Christmas tree? No. Sparkle the Christmas tree. I tried to no, that was a long time ago. I didn't see it. Is that it? This must be it. This is it. Oh, well, that's not. Okay, well, I don't want to show you that. That's like the actual pattern. They don't have a finished product picture? No. No, they don't. Okay. Well, it's literally just the grid. I wanted to show you what it looks like when it's like completed. I don't think I can find it. Maybe I can in my purchases on Etsy. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's so small. Can we open it larger, please? I don't want to. I'll leave a review, but later, please. Purchases. Thank you. Arthur, you can come up if you want, sweetheart. Who is it by? Can't see right now. But anyway, this is the Christmas tree that I'm talking about. But I don't know if you can tell, but it's two different greens in it. And so I got all three. But I was going to maybe do some of those for things, but I don't know. I just feel like it probably won't be that bad. But when I was looking at the pattern for the Christmas tree, it just looked like a lot. I don't know though. I don't know how it's going to look in one color because it does, like, the colors separate the levels of the tree. I don't know if that's going to work. I can do the Santa one though, or the snowman. I probably should start work on those soon. Probably should put my sweater. I don't want to because that's another like work in progress, but I also might have to put the sweater away and start a tapestry so that I can get Christmas stuff done. Oh, Arthur's playing with his Kong ball. I cannot find my patient's dog's Kong ball. I don't know what they did with it. It's no telling. I've looked under furniture and things, but I cannot find it. Hopefully I don't think she took it outside. I doubt it. But it's disappeared. They love those things. Especially when you fill them up with goodies. 1, 2, 3. You're back. Yay. Let's see, I'm trying to get in here. There we go. It's like one particular stitch in this that gets tight, and it's like every 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3. I've been trying to practice again wearing my little neck tripod. It's just so uncomfortable. I want a different kind at some point because I want to be able to do the like POV thing, but like it's difficult. Hello, Winter Nightmare. How are you? Whoops, yarn split again. Stop splitting, please. Okay. Wait, no, where am I? Okay. Forgot what I was doing. If you order most of the stuff, it's like glitch. Normally don't wear. Oh, you got some different things. Cool, cool. I'm excited to see. Your little fishies doing well. Ed, Edward, and Teddy. I believe that is correct. Oh my gosh, you guys, right before I started, I was doing so good today, you guys. I literally, since the time changes, I changed the time on the clock and it was right now. And so I was actually going to be on time, 12 o'clock exactly. I got up to get a different hook and I literally spilled my entire cup of coffee. It was like that full. And I was like, oh no. Thank you, Lord. This stuff, got it out of the carpet. I love this stuff. It's so good, the power wash spray. But oh my gosh, it got it out of the carpet because I had already like soaked it all up and I was like, oh yeah, that's not just a wet spot. That's like actually stained. And so anyway, I got that and got a sponge and I like scrubbed it really quick, got it all up. Thank God. I was like, oh no. Usually I have other stuff to get like stains up out of the carpet, but I didn't have like but just a tiny bit and it was a huge puddle. So anyway, I had to resort to that, but it worked. Thank goodness. I just have to remember not to step in that spot right now if I get up. or I'm going to have wet socks. And I'll put the fan on it after live stream probably. Ooh, you ordered the wide leg jeans? I've had a pair of those. They're fun. They're very fun. I always liked the flared jeans personally. I know they're not really like I don't have any. Well, I think I have one pair now. Yeah, my husband like laughs at me. He calls them my bell bottoms. But they're not that bad. But they're just slightly flared, and he's not used to that because I used to always wear flared jeans, not super flared, but that was like the thing. And then the like skinny jeans became a thing, and then they were all skinny jeans. It was like hard to find any with a flare, and now it's kind of like rolled around that the flared ones are kind of like cool again. I like those; they're fun. You're working on a test today? Ooh, a pattern test. Ooh, what is it? I would love to know. If anybody is working on anything, I'd love to know. So I'm working on this mesh sweater. I need to start Christmas stuff though. I really do. I need to think what else I will make instead of a tapestry. I have pillows to make, but I also need to get more pillows before I can do that because I wanted to keep the two that I have. But really, I guess I'll give those away because I can get them anytime and make them anytime for myself. So I'll plan on giving those away. The only other thing is I got those from a particular store, and I feel like if I get them from another store, they may not be the same size. And I know how people are. They'll be like, my pillows aren't the same size as so and so's. Are their pillows bigger than my pillow? I know that sounds petty, but like I just know how people are, and that's how people will be. So I've got to make sure that like, mom's pillow isn't smaller than aunt's pillow. Mom has to have the bigger pillow because she's my mother, right? I'm just gonna do that. Ooh, for a skirt. Ooh, that sounds exciting. I've seen some beautiful skirts, man. Pretty much all of them are really pretty. Never made one, but they're really pretty. I made a pair of shorts, but I would not wear them out of the house. They are a bit too short. Next time, I will definitely make them longer if I remake shorts. You're going, but they poop so much. Oh my gosh! I know I saw that video, Pets World. Oh my gosh, my beta fish did not do that. I'm sure he went to the bathroom in there, but I never actually saw him do that. Hey Sonia, how are you? Hello Faith, how are you? Rosalie, how are you guys? I am working on my. Let's see if I can straighten out at least one of these sleeves that I'm working on. Come on, don't get stuck on my thing. I'm working on my mesh sweater. I've got one sleeve, two sleeve all twisted. Got to get more yarn though. I only have this much left. That is not going to finish. So hopefully probably tomorrow, I can get my husband maybe to pick some up. If I order it, he can pick it up so I don't have to pay shipping, hopefully. It's on his way home. The Michaels. I looked on Amazon and it's $10 a ball on Amazon. I was like, I know it's like normally $7 or something at Michaels, but I was like, I'm not paying $10 a ball for this yarn. There's no way. There's a cat that runs around. Aw, so much solid. Oh no, everyone's being. Oh no! I hope they find the kitty. That's terrible. I don't really know much about it, but apparently there's a cat that like lives in a Lowe's or like a store somewhere in America, and it like ended up on some kind of truck, because it's a store. So I guess they were dropping stuff off, and somehow the cat got on it and like taken away to some other place. I think his name is like Kevin the cat or something. And anyway, they got the cat back. But for a while they did not have the cat. The cat got taken away. I think he had a GPS or something. Oh, it has a Facebook and an Instagram, the kitty. Bless its little heart. Well, that's good. That's a good thing because hopefully more people will like be familiar with the cat and they'll see it and be able to help it, Because if they don't know what he looks like, they won't be able to know. But now, hopefully more people will know and be able to help. Hopefully Kitty's not too scared. I think little one is, my kitty is chilling out over there. I gave him one of his little treats with the chamomile in it. He's just chilled. Yeah, he's just relaxed. Oh no, I understand. I understand. Yeah, don't do that. Definitely don't do that. That is being very smart. All right. Trying to think. So I will, like I said, work on the octopus probably next Tuesday, just because I want to make sure it's been like a full 2 weeks for my wrist before I pull out that blanket yarn again. And even then, I really need to be very careful because I can just see myself now pulling it out and crocheting for like 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden, there's the pain again. So far, for the past several days, it's been much better, or non existent, really. But I just want to make sure it's gone. I'm not trying to pin myself in a corner where I can't crochet for weeks before Christmas. That would be awful. Come on, go through. There we go. Not exactly what happened, but yeah, you never seen a cat before, but it's gray and hairy and it looks grumpy. Oh, right? No, I understand, Pet World. I understand. Even though, even though my location is confusing because my address and zip code and everything else are like wrong essentially. Everything but my street is wrong on my address. It's like it's ridiculous. I won't go into it, but it's silly because basically two counties try to get me to pay like taxes and stuff because they don't understand where I live at, and um, based on my address because it's confusing. So every time like I have to look up stuff, I have to use a different zip code because my zip code is really in a different county. It's weird. It is very strange, but there's really no, I guess there's no technical name for where I live, but if I gave like the town close, it would be like the same way. It's like I live near this place. I always have to say I live 10 minutes from this place because there is really not necessarily a name for where we are. So, hi, Magic Frog. How are you? Long time no see. Haha. I saw her last night in Hollyana's chat for a minute. I was in and out of there a little bit. I like her. She's sweet. I've watched her for a long time. Let's see. I want to also, that's another thing I want to do, but that's going to have to probably be after Christmas unless I just happen to have a lot of free time. Is I have a sweater that I thrifted that I cut the sleeves off and I wanted to crochet the sleeves. I have the yarn and everything. I just have to do it. But I'm going to follow her little video about it and do it because I know she's a good teacher. I always remember seeing her like how to crochet in 60 seconds. And she was, I don't know, something about the way she explains things and shows you is very good to me. Hopefully, I'm doing all this correctly and not missing any. I'll find out when I go back down the row. I've only done that like once or twice. Come on, go. There we go. Get through there. Ooh, yeah. I think I have like the town that's like closest to me. Basically, I don't even have. No one would know where this is. I think my dad's the same way too. Cause oh my gosh, my dad just got Facebook, and so he's like asked me a million questions lately. And bless his heart, it's really funny. He's really good with technology normally, so it's really strange. But he's like, "How do I do this?" And if I send a friend request, what happens? Do they get an email? Like, no, Dad. They just get a little thing, and then they can confirm it or deny it. It's really funny though, because he's normally so good at that kind of stuff. but not the Facebook. And he does Instagram, so it's so weird that he like for some reason really struggled with doing the Facebook thing. But he was like trying to join it for his like school reunion and stuff, and so it was just like a whole thing. It was funny though. Oh, we went through the sweetest pictures, you guys. Um, for those who don't know, my grandmother passed away this summer, and so we've been slowly going through some of her things at the house with my grandfather's permission, and he allowed my dad to go through and get some of his old photos and of him when he was little. And there was the sweetest pictures, you guys, of my dad when he was a little baby and just growing up through the years. And the cutest one to me that made me cry though was my grandma out with my dad when he was a baby. And she was like holding him out to the side and she just had the biggest smile on her face. And I won't go into it, but basically she'd had another baby before my father who didn't make it. And so I know that smile on her face was just like my baby. I have my baby, and I'm so happy. And it was so sweet. I just, oh my gosh, I treasure those. I took pictures of the pictures, just in case. Um, but it made me cry and it was so sweet, guys. I'm so thankful that I got to see those pictures. Hello, Alice. Alice Artistries, welcome. Oh, thank you guys. I don't know if you can tell, I'm a little watery eyed, but I'm okay. But it meant so much to see those pictures of her and see her so happy and to see the little pictures of my dad when he was a baby. And even I got to see a picture of my great grandmother and great grandfather in front of the well house in my backyard because I live in their old house. So that was really cool to see them standing in my backyard, basically, or literally in my backyard. And so I can stand there and be like, I know they stood here. I know they lived here, but like, I know they stood right here, It's really cool. So I'm excited to have those photos and memories. That was really sweet. And they were taller than I thought they were. Oh, yeah. The older people in the Facebook though, they have trouble. It's funny, but Dad's figuring it out. He's getting it. He did great with Instagram though, so I think he'll be fine. He'll just slowly. He was like, I'm not ready to add friends yet, but I want to know what happens. I was like, let me just send you a friend request so you can see what happens, Dad. You're good, Pets World. I did that the other day watching somebody. I can't remember who it was. I don't know if it was Hollyana or if it was somebody else. And I was like, whoops. Or maybe it was Rosalie in the morning. Somebody accidentally went back for a minute and I was like very confused. Actually, I think it was Rosalie because I think she was talking about Manuela, and I was like kind of confused because I was like, wait, I swear I've heard this. And I had indeed heard it. And plus Manuela's heart, I hope she's all good with her new channel. I hope it does wonderful. I saw she was really doing a lot of posting and I guess reposting probably of her um, beautiful cardigans and sweaters and things. And so I'm glad she, I'm gonna call them sweaters, even though I know they're not technically sweaters. They're more cardigans, but shawls. There we go. That too. But bless her heart, she had to restart her channel. If I knew her exact name, I would say it, but I don't know. I know it's Manuela with a bunch of things after that, but I'm not sure what they are. Oh, one, two, three, one, two. I think have I don't know. That's the right side. I do have it marked the right side and the wrong side, but I have to check in a minute. Come on. Here we go. Arthur's scratching on his little bed. I told him he's got to be careful. We got to get him a new one if he tears it. He's had it for a long time though. But it's got one of those like covers on it and he likes to dig in it. It like opens up or whatever. like a cave. So we have to find one like that. Oh, you're gonna look, but you're still playing. Oh, thank you, Magic Frog. You're ordering yarn for Christmas gifts, but don't know what to make. I know. I'm on that right now. I'm thinking like I wanted to make something to do with like Santa because I've made reindeer, I've made Christmas trees, I've made snowmen for like the people in my life. So I'm trying to think like what else is there, right? Well, other than like a tapestry, which I kind of want to do, but I also don't know if I have enough time to make everybody a tapestry. I have to guess maybe try one and see how long it takes. But I also have pillows, like pillow forms that I could make red and green. DoorDash, go away. I got a DoorDash notification. Um, I haven't ordered DoorDash in a while. But anyway, so I have red and green yarn. I could make granny square pillows for people, which I consider doing. Um, and I think I will. But I don't know. There's got to be some other stuff I can make. There's got to be more things. Making things for Christmas. Yes. See, that's what I need to start thinking about. That's why I'm like, I may have to unfortunately put away my sweater and just work on it other times because I really need to start doing Christmas things. Because I swear I saw a video and I didn't count, but I think it said 8 weekends or something until Christmas. And I was like, oh no. That means if I make like one Christmas present per week. So I gotta start moving. So we did snow. Um, if anybody needs a good snowman tutorial, let me know because I know one that's really good on YouTube, and I will put it in the description when I upload this if you want it. It's like the very first one that I did when I like started crocheting, and it's mostly just like single crochets and making. If you know how to do a magic circle and single crochets, you're probably good. The hat might have some double crochets, but that's it. It's like a snowman. If I had it down here, I would show you. But it's a snowman with a hat and a carrot nose, and I think a scarf. Or did I just make a scarf to go on it? I don't know. I think it has a scarf too. And I did reindeer last year. I did 2 different reindeer last year though, and I gotta remember who I gave which one to. But either way, they don't need another reindeer. I did beaded Christmas trees last year. You'd have to scroll way back to find those, but I did beaded Christmas trees. That was an Etsy pattern though, and those are pretty cool. But I didn't actually give those away to anybody. I just made them for myself. So I made a different. That's right. I did 2 different beaded Christmas trees. That's true. Shima, hello. How are you doing? My most outspoken moderator, Miss Shima. I don't know if outspoken's the word. My most creative. There we go. My most creative moderator, Miss Shima. She always has the phrases and the things. A month and 20 days. Oh my gosh. You're trying to practice granny squares. Ooh, see, look what you can make with granny squares, all the things. This is an example of a pillow that I've made. However, the ones that I would make for Christmas would be like more square, not rectangle. They would probably be like 4 of these if it was this size. But I made these and they weren't quite big enough. And so to go around the pillow, so I had to go around the whole thing with wait, did I go around it with the green too? No, just the pink. I went around it one more time with the pink and then I crocheted everything together just around like a basic like pillow form. But and you can get all kinds of like pillow forms. I think there's like the same people that make the polyfill, I think make the pillow forms. Oh, I'm good. Didn't you hear anything I said because I scrolled back? Oh, I can't remember what I said now. But yeah, I know. I love those colors. They're mostly big twist colors, which I guess hopefully they've brought back now. I don't know. I haven't been to Michael's yet, except for the blue. The blue is a Karen soft, simply soft. But everything else is a big twist. I love that orange. I really want to get this orange again. It's like a creamsicle orange. It's really pretty. And I like the green too, but I've seen similar greens, but that creamsicle orange is pretty. I really like it. Oh, thank you guys for the hearts. Appreciate that. Oh, thank you. I know this morning I couldn't decide whether I wanted to wear my duckies or not. And I was like, I want to wear my duckies. So I fully ducked out. I want to make my necklace like my bracelet where it's like multiple ducks, but I don't have enough ducks. So I've got to wait till I get more duckies to do that. I already had the earrings because they're from Miss Rivera, but I found the charms and made the bracelet. And then I had one left over. And I used it as like a phone charm for a while. And then I was like, no, I'm going to put it on a necklace to match my other ones. I just need more of a yellow shirt. This is like the yellowish shirt that I own. And so I need more yellow to go with my duckies so I can wear them more often. Have you seen the Christmas blanket yarns? Ooh, I bet that would be pretty, Pets World. I haven't seen it, but I bet it's pretty. I remember last year seeing their Christmas yarn, so I can imagine. I bet it would be pretty. Ooh. I have a thing to go on my couch that's red and green. That's like just a continuous granny square, which is like another thing. If you just need like decorations for your house or something and you don't want to make like a whole blanket, you can literally just make a continuous granny square or a continuous rectangle granny square, which there are videos for, and just extend it and like lay it over your couch like it's a blanket, and it adds like some color to your couch or whatever. And that's what I did last year. So I want to make pillows to match it for myself. Because you can always just keep going with granny squares, make them bigger and bigger and bigger. But if you didn't know, you can also make rectangle granny squares. But I'm not very good at those. I haven't tried in a long time, but I'm not as good at those. So I tend to just stick with the regular squares. I want to do the flower ones too. Like Rosalie was doing the beautiful like daisy. I would consider those kind of like daisy squares, or like a retro flower granny square. Those are so pretty. I need to learn how to do those in the sunflower or whatever it is. I want to learn African daisy. Is that what it is? I don't know. I want to learn how to make the flower granny squares. So I don't know about that one for the Christmas thing, but I do want to do that. That would be pretty. Ooh, if I could get more pillow forms and I knew that I could, then I would just make a bunch of pillows and maybe I could make different granny squares on them, like even Christmassy granny squares. But I don't know if I can get enough pillow forms to give everybody pillows for Christmas. Also, don't know that some people's dogs wouldn't eat the pillow. So, yeah, I think my in laws, that might be a problem. Their dogs might try to eat the pillow because they like my plushies. They try to grab my plushies. So they might try to grab the pillow too. They might have to be a tapestry person. They're also in a small space, so a tapestry would work better for them right now. They're in the process of moving and stuff, so that would be better. Well, not moving, but staying in a place until they're moved into their larger place. So, space is a problem. I wonder if they're even going to have a Christmas tree. I don't even know. I want to make, and I have dreamed of making for years, even before I crocheted those beaded ornaments, like fully beaded ornaments. But I have never found like the right pattern, and because I want to be able to just like crochet around the ornament with the beads. But no, I've never found, and I guess I could just like, why don't I just, because I don't know how many beads and I don't know how to do a pattern, but even just a solid one would be nice to me. I guess I could just like make a circle and start increasing it, but I don't know. I'd love a pattern, and I saw one today, and I was like, I'd love a pattern. Even if it was just a plain one, that'd be great. A video. But I doubt that'll happen. But I would love to see one. They're so pretty, those beaded ornaments. A lot of them are done like as beadwork, not crocheted, is the problem. And I used to do beadwork, but not that kind of beadwork. I wasn't that good. I could only do like peyote stitch beadwork, but I don't know. I really want to do that. And some people do it with peyote stitch, but I couldn't do round peyote. So, Manuela's here! Yay, there she is, you guys. If you don't already subscribe to Manuela, or if you think you do, you may not, because she did have to restart her channel. So definitely check her out and give her a little look-see and a subscribe, because I want her to grow back her channel. I hate that happened to you. I'm so sorry. But I'm really proud of you, because you have just, I saw all the shorts you have been posting. So I was like, go Manuela. Good job. Nobody keeping you down, are they? I'm supposed to get braces. This is your last chance. Oh no, bless your heart. You can do it, Pet's World. You can do it. I know it's scary. I'm scared of stuff like that too. I don't like doctors and dentists and things. They scare me. But you can do it. You can do it. I know it's scary. But I believe in you, girl. It'll be all right, and it'll be worth it in the end, right? You just got to think about how it'll be so worth it when everything's all said and done. And it'll go quicker than you imagine. But once you get your braces off and everything's all nice and straight, you'll be so glad you did, right? Just wear your retainer, because I always remember, I didn't have braces, but I always remember my friends saying, I didn't wear my retainer. So just wear your retainer. That's right. Got to keep going. That's right. I love it. And you are. But yes, definitely check her out if you guys haven't. Like I said, you may think you're sub to her, but it may be her old channel. So just double check. She is a very talented, sweet lady. Yeah. If I can get through my little stitch. I'm making a sweater today. Since I haven't said in a minute, I will say again. Making a mesh sweater. There's the ribbing at the bottom. This is actually the back side, apparently. I see the stitch marker on the other side now. So we're working on building up the sleeves here. And my thing just fell off my thumb. I did not do a gauge swatch, and that was a mistake. I'm going to do one next time. I have naturally tight tension, so I knew that was probably a mistake, and I did it anyway. And I've had to alter the pattern quite a bit, but I think everything's going to be fine. It just may not be quite as loose and flowy as I wanted it to be, but as long as it fits, I will be happy. Oh, I'm sorry, Pets World. Hi, Lydia. How are you doing? Did I just go into the wrong place? I think I did. I think it went to, yeah, it did. It went beside it. Well, I'm glad I caught that. Good. I'm finally almost done with this little row of single crochets. It's just annoying because one of the little stitches is tight. Going into the linked double crochet, it's a little tight. How are you doing, Lydia? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling well. 2, 3. I don't even know what time it is. I haven't even looked. 1. Okay. All right, there's that tight stitch again. Almost. There we go. I wonder if I was actually looser. If that would be looser, probably. 1, 2, 3, almost at the end. Good. Thought I was gonna split my yarn, but I didn't. This yarn does split very easily because it's very soft and it's not super twisted, I guess is what I would say. The little threads aren't twisted up all that well together. Hi, Obsessed with Horror. How are you? That's funny you're here. I literally just thought about the horror movie that me and my husband were watching last night. That's so funny. We watched Stephen King's The Sleep Doctor last night. It's a sequel to The Shining. It was really good. I enjoyed it. Which is funny because I had watched The Shining again recently because I hadn't seen it since I was really young. Too young to be watching The Shining. And so I watched it again recently, and I was glad that I had, because I was able to be like, oh yeah, that's that guy, to my husband who hadn't seen it in a long time. But it was good. I liked it. If you like scary stuff and you like The Shining, I would definitely recommend watching the Stephen King Sleep Doctor. I'm doing okay. Been busy this morning. You're cleaning. That's what I gotta do tomorrow. Tomorrow, and when I get off of here, I need to do, because I was working this morning, so I haven't done my little choresies. I need to do some dishes. I need to make cookies because I have the butter softened all ready to go. I need to, I don't know if I'm going to do that today. I need to clean the bathroom just a little bit on the counter, but I think I'm going to save most of that for tomorrow because I want to redo some stuff in there, the bathroom closet. I keep fixing it and then redoing it. I don't like the way it is right now, so we're going to redo it. Doctor Sleep. Is it Doctor Sleep? It might be. It might be. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I'm the one who watches the things. My husband is the one with the remote, and he's the one who clicks on the things. And so half the time I don't even see what it is. I'm like, what are we watching? So you're probably right. And then the other thing is half the time we'll watch like 3 trailers, and then I'll forget which thing did we watch and which one are we watching now. Like, what's the plot of this one again? Is it that? No, that's the wrong one. Okay, never mind. But sometimes it just doesn't matter, and you just watch it anyway, with no idea what's going to happen, which is always good. As long as it's a good movie, that's fine. We tried to watch some movie the other night. I forgot what it was on Netflix, and it turned out it was like a Lifetime movie, and we kind of both looked at each other like, all right, this is either going to be real good or real bad. And then we gave it like 5 minutes, and the acting was so bad, we were like, okay, let's turn it off. Oh, thank you, Shima. You don't like the scary stuff. Don't like any stuff. You're better down to grab something or you stood up. You guys care about laying up right next to you? No. Older ones are better. Yeah, I know. I haven't seen like a really good new scary movie in a long time. Like I feel like you're right about that. There was one movie, and I don't even think I'd call it a horror movie. It was more like a thriller that was pretty good. Just like the concept of it, at least I thought was really good. And I can't even remember the name of it. And I made my husband watch it, and he thought it was pretty good too. But yeah, I guess it was more of a thriller, and it probably wasn't that new either, to be honest. I don't know, but yeah, I think a lot of the movies I watched when I was younger were more fun and better. But I used to like the scary movies more than I do now. But I used to like the Saw movies and the what is it? There's some other series I used to. Oh, the Final Destinations. We always used to watch all those when we were in school. And there's some I haven't seen now, but I don't think they're as good as the first ones. I think I still have all the Saw movies and some of the Final Destination movies, but not all of them. You've seen a lot. You beg to differ. Like I said, I don't know. I feel like I haven't seen like a super memorable one in a while. I don't know, but also my memory sucks, so we can blame it on that too. My husband, he's like, "What did we watch recently?" And we're talking to somebody. I'd be like, "I have no idea. I don't remember. There was that one show about that one thing." We've been watching, what is it? Welcome to Derby too. I think that's what it's called. Don't quote me on that. The It show, the show about it or whatever. Um, we've been watching that too. And I, on my own, have been watching the Murdaugh thing on Hulu. There's like more than one, but like the newer one with Patricia Arquette. I might watch that later this afternoon while I'm cleaning up. But it's about the guy in South Carolina, Alec Murdaugh, who apparently, supposedly, I guess, I don't know, I guess he was guilty, so he did. I don't want to say the wrong thing here. Let's say not do good things to his wife and child. Um, but it's a thing about that. I like Patricia Arquette a lot, and my dad wanted to watch it, and so I kind of wanted to watch it before my dad did, but so I could talk to him about it. But and he's gonna probably borrow my iPad later to watch it. He likes all the true crime stuff. I like some of that stuff, but I'm not as into it as I used to be though. Because I realized after a while, like my parents used to always watch those like I hate not like A&E, but like kind of like the like channels with all the crime scene stuff on it all the time. Man, that stuff will depress you. All the if you listen, at least for me anyway, personally. But it like man, it bring me down if I just hear that all day. I can't do that. Like I used to enjoy like hearing it sometimes, and like I'm it's interesting, and like I like psychology, and I guess that's why it's interesting to me. But I don't know, I can't listen to it all the time. It'll bring me down. Aw, did you see the Nun? I don't think I've seen the Nun. No, I don't think so. I know what you're talking about. I don't think I've seen it. I wonder if my husband's seen it. I don't think he has. Back from sharing. Aw, thank you, Obsessed with Horror. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see if I can get in here. I like this row better. I don't like the row of single crochets, but I like the row of the linked double crochets and chain spaces. Oh, I didn't hit my thing. There we go. Row 9. Okay. 2, 3. Not that it matters that much. I just basically have to make it the right size because, like I said, my gauge is off. Ugh. Should watch the Nun. I'll have to write that down. Where's my thing? I'll put it on my iPad, my little notes thing of things to watch soon. I don't think the Murdoch series is done yet. I'm pretty sure there's still more that are coming out, so I have to wait to finish that. So I will have an opening in my ability to watch things. New note section, please. Movies. I used to have a little note section with the movies in it, but now I have another one. Bye, Pets World. Oh no. Oh, hair in your mouth is the worst. I love my kitty cat, but I just know next summer he's going to drive me crazy because he rubs my face with his face, and there's going to be fur everywhere. I just know it. Because we didn't have him quite all summer this year. You just see the name. You met the lady who played her? Oh, cool. Oh, cool. I'll have to like look it up later because after I watch the movie, of course, to see like what she actually looks like. Because I love like the prosthetics and stuff. I think are so cool. Um, I love that kind of stuff. The makeup, the prosthetics. I love it. I love it. I've always been like the person that watches the behind the scenes stuff for movies. I know there's like two type of people. So back in the day, the DVDs used to have all the behind the scenes and all that. I'm the person who would watch all that stuff. And if I liked the movie, I would watch it all. And then if I really, really liked the movie, I was crazy enough that I would sometimes, if I liked it and they had the actors in it, I would listen to the commentary too. So I love that kind of stuff. I miss that stuff. But my husband was the type of person who never watched any of that stuff. He's like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to know. It's going to spoil it. I'm like, no, no, no. I want to see it. I want to see how they did it. Like, I used to watch all that about like the Final Destination movies. I remember watching all those behind the scenes of how they made all the things. And it was so fun. Like, I always liked that stuff. But my husband doesn't want to ruin the magic. But I also understand that because I was like that with Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I was like, I never want to see how they filmed Sabrina the Teenage Witch because it'll ruin the magic for me. So I get it. It's a great movie. I'll have to watch it. I'm excited to see it now. Hi, Miss Rivera. How are you? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. That's so funny, though. Man, I love the behind the scenes. I just do. So I would like to see. My point about that though was that I would like to see the lady who plays the nun after I watch the movie and see what they actually look like versus in the movie. That's what I'm saying because I'm curious. But I'll wait till after I see it because I'm assuming if I'm remembering the picture correctly for the movie, she's got on some kind of makeup, some kind of scary makeup or something at least, right? So sure she doesn't look quite the same in real life. Get ready for jump scares. Uh-oh. Do I need to watch this right before my husband comes home just in case I get scared? I'm usually pretty good. I'm usually pretty good. On occasion, I'll like freak myself out if I'm like here by myself and it's like dark and I've watched something a little spooky. On occasion, I'll like, did I see something? But not too bad, thankfully. Not too bad. I remember growing up, we would watch scary movies at my friend's house. And one time, one of the guy friends scared one of the girls when she was like going up the stairs. She was so mad at that guy because she did not like jump scares. And she was so mad at him. She was like, don't you ever, it was her house too. She's like, don't you ever scare me like that again. And I probably would have been the same way, but thankfully I was fine. But oh my gosh. She was like, don't you ever jump scare me or jump at me or do anything. You are not going to be invited back here. Oh, I'm good, Miss Rivera. No, wait until he comes home. I'll time it until I'll like watch it while he's on his way home. And then when he gets here, I'll be like, honey. Or then when he comes home, he's going to open the door. He does scare me sometimes when he comes through the door and I don't know that he's outside. Like I didn't hear him pull up. That does freak me out a little bit because I'm like, I just kind of stand there like, all right, you're being real brave, whoever you are, just coming through the back door. It's like, you might not want to do that. Won't go into it, but I wouldn't do that if I were you. Isn't that right, Boogie Butt? You gonna get him, Arthur. Arthur's gonna get him. That's what's gonna happen. Arthur's gonna get him. He's gonna bite their little ankles off. Oh, thank you, Miss Rivera. I'm wearing your little duckies today. I'm wearing the little duckies and my bracelet that I made to match them. I gotta get some more so I can make my necklace more like my bracelet. I know this morning I was like, am I gonna wear pink or yellow? Pink or yellow? I was like, I have to decide because there's either gonna be pink under my eyes or yellow. I was like, I have to decide. I was like, no, I want the duckies. Even though I do have a set of pink duckies though. But it's just earrings, so I wouldn't have the bracelet and stuff. I wanted the bracelet. 1, 2, 3. Where is it? Oops, don't split my yarn. I gotta double check, make sure everything's lining up good. My little mesh here. My phone wasn't fully charged, so I may not stay on quite as long today. But hi, Andy. How are you? Let's see. Gotta straighten her out. We'll show her the right way since I know which way is the right way now. I have my beautiful little star stitch marker on here to show me. Oh yeah, I guess. Well, hold on. I'm trying to see if the neck hole, because this is how big her neck hole is, but I don't know if that's gonna fit my brain. I mean, it might be tight. We might have to extend it like this because my gauge is really off. So, not that my head is that bad, but big. I mean, but we're working on it. Having a bad day, but you're trying to push through. I'm sorry, Andy. I hope that you have a better rest of your day. I'm sorry to hear that. I feel you. I have had like a rough week or two or so, but trying my best to. I think the seasonal things are hitting me with the cold weather and everything, and just all the things. Ugh. But I feel you. I'm sorry. I hope that you do feel better in all the ways. Mm-mm-mm. And then my wrists were hurting, so I was just like, man, it was just a mess. Do I have a dog? I do. He's right over here beside me. Arthur, you want to come say hey for a minute? You want to cuddle? You want to cuddle? Come here. Come cuddle. Come cuddle. He was laying there anyway. Yeah, good boy. I'll try not to bump you with the yarns, okay? Okay. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Here's my little buddy. See, the allergist Thursday, so you'll keep your fingers crossed. Oh, gosh. See, and allergies too is the thing, you know, can make you feel so many ways, and there can be so many different things that you can be allergic to, right? And they can make you feel so many kinds of ways. I hope that you figure it out and that you're able to feel better. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Miss Rivera. Oh, having outbreaks of itching like crazy. Oh, no. I feel for you. I'm so sorry. I cannot imagine. I think the worst allergic reaction I've had was in my eyes, and the whites of my eyes were swollen. So, like, my eyeball was swollen. The colored part was fine, but the white around it was all puffy and swollen, and everything else was swollen. And it was, oh, it was so itchy. And I just wanted to like rip my eyeball out. And I, I had to go to the doctor and everything, get like steroids and all the things to stop it. And they never could tell me what exactly triggered it. But like itching, anything itching is like one of my, basically what I'm saying is if you want to torture me, you tie me up and make me itchy. So I feel so bad for you. I'm so sorry. That is like torture to me being itchy. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. I feel for you. This morning I got scared because I was cleaning, and I use a lot of cleaning products at work because I do a lot of cleaning at work. And I was just using Lysol, but I had taken my gloves off, and anyway, my around my nail was burning, and I was like, "What in the world? Why is it burning? Like I haven't done anything. There's no like trauma there. I haven't cut it. I haven't like I don't know." And I was like, "Oh gosh, please don't tell me I'm developing some kind of allergic reaction to this because I've heard so many things now about like dermatitis and contact dermatitis and how you can get it from even like uh dish soap and things." And I'm like, "Oh no, I wash so many dishes. Don't tell me I can get contact dermatitis from dish soap. That would be awful. Awful." New meds. Aw, I hope so. I hope so, Andy. I'll be thinking about you. I wish you the best. That sounds so not fun at all. And I'm sure it's like most things, itching, it's not going to help. So you're trying not to do that, right? It's like I think I did with my eye, like I had rubbed it and and it did. It made it way worse. It started swelling so bad. It was really scary because my vision was a little blurry, but I had never experienced the whites of my eyeballs swelling. That was really scary. I was like, I don't normally go to the doctor over things. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't, if I'm just like sick or something, I was never the type to just go to the doctor for like, I don't know, whatever. But I was like, this is my vision. We gotta go. And it was like Thanksgiving or the day after or something. It was like, oh, but I was like, we gotta go to the eye doctor. I'm scared. I don't want to be blind. He's good. He's good. He's right here snuggling. He had his little Kong ball earlier. He worked on it for a long time. It had been in the freezer for a while since I didn't stream last week. And so he's doing good. And the kitty's over there. He's just shaking his little collar around. You good, little one? I called little one the other day. I told him he's gotten at least, I know he'll get more nicknames as time goes on, but for now, his little nickname is the love bug because he is just the sweetest, most loving little thing. And I told him the other day, I was like, "You're spoiling me for all other cats. You know this, right? Like, I've never had a cat. I've had cats my whole life, and I've never had one as sweet and as loving as you." And I was like, "You're spoiling me for all other cats for the rest of my life." And then I was like, "Well, hopefully I'm going to have you until I'm like almost 50 years old. So, like, hopefully I don't have to worry about that for a long time. But man, you're just spoiling me. He's the sweetest. You're both little love bugs. But Arthur's a little monkey. Yeah, Arthur's a little monkey. He's crazy." Aw, I know. Isn't it pretty out there? It was so pretty walking to work today. It really was. The leaves are gorgeous out there, especially out there back off the road a little bit. It's so nice. They have a lot of pretty dogwood trees that are red right now. They're gorgeous. I almost got a video of the crane this morning as it was flying over the water, but it was behind the trees and you really couldn't see it. So I was like, oh man, but maybe next time. It's usually there, but it was pretty close to me when it took off. But like I said, there were trees in between, so I didn't get a good shot of it. We have one at our pond, but I don't know if it's the same crane or a different crane. If he just visits our pond and their pond, I don't know. It's beautiful. It's a blue herring. I call it a crane. It's a blue herring. Um, but I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't visit our pond on our farm because it's not but like a mile. And, you know, they fly, so a mile's not quite as far to them when they're just breezing around up there. It's really pretty though. I've never actually seen him quote put on a show like my patients have. They live there, so they always see him like diving around and going after fish. But I don't ever. I think I've seen once him dive. But we call it Fraser crane because the show, and it's a crane, so Fraser crane, which is why I always call it a crane and not a blue herring. But his name is Fraser. That's what we call him. We used to have a squirrel named Skippy that would hang out, but they had to cut the tree because it was kind of a danger to the house, and so I think Skippy got mad. We used to feed Skippy all the things, all the nuts and things. And they had a cardinal too that would come around and run into all the windows, like on purpose. He would come and he would like tap, 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 like every window of the house. It was very weird. We kind of thought maybe the bird, because one did fly into the window one day. We kind of thought maybe it was that bird, and then maybe he was like a little special because we weren't really sure why he would go around to every single window all the time and just tap. It was sad, but at the same time, he seemed fine. And he would go and eat with the other birds, you know. And it was really funny because he had a female cardinal that would hang around him, and she would be on the feeder, and he would be on the feeder. And then he would go and tap, tap, tap on the window, and she'd be like, he's doing it again. She would just like let him go do it. And then he'd come back, and she'd be like, all right, it's just my husband tapping on those windows. Yeah, it's fine. So I don't know what was up with them. Oh, me. But I think a lot of them kind of went away when my patient's husband broke his hip and they had to go away for a little while, but they'll come back. We filled the bird feeder up recently, and I need to scatter some out in the yard and things for them to like get their attention, um, that it's there, but they'll be on it soon. But Cardi, we called him Cardi the Cardinal. Very creative, I know. But it was funny because my patient did not know who Cardi B was, but she called the bird Cardi, so we thought it was funny. I was like, "Did you know there's actually a person named Cardi B?" She's like, "No." Well, there is. Uh-oh, we're off somewhere. Hold on, what happened? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so why does everything look right until here? Is it because I did not put the correct number in the previous row? Because I was talking. Let's see. Well, it looks. That's that. That's that. Did I only put 2 here? Is that what happened? Maybe? I cannot tell. No, I think it's right. Okay, we'll frog it a little bit and then try to fix it. Hopefully it's not the previous row. It is a sweater, Miss Rivera. So I'll show you like one side of it, but it's mirrored. So it's this way on both sides. But it's supposed to be like under my armpit where it's supposed to start. And then this is the start of the sleeve. And then somehow, I'm not really exactly sure how it works yet, but somehow you make like one giant piece and kind of fold it and then sew the edges, and then it makes a sweater. So this is kind of like either the front half or the back half of the sweater, at least from like here down. So I'm working on the sleeves and from here up area. I hope this, I don't know. I just hope my gauge thing doesn't cause issues, but more issues than it already has. My lack of doing a gauge swatch. I just don't, I think that looks funny, but I also think that my brain is playing tricks with me. Because the stitches look correct in the row before, and that would be the only place they could be off. What time is it? 1:30? Okay. gonna do this to fix this little issue, I think. Wait, am I doing a, yeah, I need to do that. Ooh, that's cool. I don't know if that's a real thing I just did or if I just made that stitch up, but it worked. Is there such thing as like a, I guess, I don't know if that's how you do a double crochet decrease or not, but I just did it. Oh well. Oh well, and it freaking worked. So I'm gonna go with it for now at least. I'm gonna mark it just in case something looks funny in a minute and I'm like, well, where did I do that at again? Hold on, let me get a stitch marker. Is it over there? Oh, they're over there. I don't want to get one from over there. Okay, well then, where is it? Right here? Yeah, put this in there instead. Okay. Hey, little one. Hey, baby. Is your brother in your way to come see Mama? You can come over if you want and say hi. You just gonna look at me? Okay. He's just gonna be a cat and just look at me and then go lay down. He says, Mom, I'm tired. You gave me chamomile. I'm sorry. You like it. It's tuna with chamomile. Chamomile. Calamine, whatever, whichever. No, wait, calamine is the lotion. Chamomile. That's it. There we go. It's like don't tell people you're giving your cat calamine lotion. Jesus Christ. Don't do that, because that's not true. I don't even give you milk in case you're lactose intolerant. Because in case you don't know, a lot of cats can be lactose intolerant. So milk's actually not really great to give them. I always try to tell my friend that, bless her heart, but every time she comes home, she gives the cats milk. And she thinks she's being sweet. And I'm like, but she seems to not tolerate it very well. They like it, they still drink it, but it upsets their little tummies, or at least one of them's little tummies. But I mean, I get it. That's what you think because that's what you see on like TV. It's like, oh, give the kitten the milk out of the fridge. It's like, eh. Also, you can't just give a kitten like regular milk. They will not survive because it doesn't have enough nutrients in it. I didn't know that when I was younger. Thankfully, I found that out before we started taking care of little kittens. But I mean, it's something, but they can't live on it. They will slowly starve if you don't give them real formula. I know. I know. Arthur especially has always been like very receptive to all the words, and I swear that he knows what I'm saying. I swear it. I swear he knows the words. Don't you know all the words? Yeah. He says I'm sleepy right now, but he just always seems to have the perfect reaction for whatever I'm saying. And I'm like, I tell Mac, I'm like, don't tell me. Look at him. Look at that reaction. Don't tell me. He doesn't understand. uh, he really does. You have the perfect little reactions to all the things. And it's sweet. I can't believe he's 9 years old. He's got all these little random gray hairs coming in. Stop it. Just stop it. He's my baby. He's just so baby like. I don't know. He's just such a puppy still. In all the ways, his little personality, other than him sleeping a lot, which he's always done, he's just so puppy like. I can't believe he's that old. My mom can't believe he's that old either. She's like, he's that. I'm like, I know. Isn't that crazy? I was thinking about his Aunt Molly the other day, my sister dog, my parents' dog. I miss her so much. Think about her all the time. Her birthday was the other day because her birthday is my parents' anniversary, ironically, and she would have been 14. And I miss her so much. She was the sweetest girl, and I'll never have another sister girl just like her because I'll never live with the dog at my parents like that. So, again, hopefully, right? So, hi, Abigail. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm working on a sweater today, a mesh sweater. It's called a peekaboo sweater, actually. peekaboo, which kind of sounds a little risque, but it's not. I would of course wear probably a long sleeve white shirt under it, or a tank top, potentially a tank top, but probably depending the time of year, white long sleeve. Which I need to. I think I do have one, a plain white. I need to make sure though, so that I can wear it when I finish it. You're doing good, good. I'm glad. Ready to get out of work. I bet. Oh boy. I bet. I know when I left today, I was like looking at the clock at work. I was like, wait a minute, is that right? Because they hadn't changed it yet from the time change. And I was like, oh, let me change it before I leave. I was like, is it really that time? I was like, I guess I won't be starting at 12 today because it was almost 12 on the clock. And I was like, oh. So you guys hadn't changed it yet. Got it. I had been looking at that clock all morning thinking that was the right time. Nope. Didn't even look at my phone once to realize, which I often don't look at my phone at work, but very rarely do I unless I need it for some reason to look up something. Oh no. Listeria. That's no good. I don't even know what listeria is, but I know it's not good. Thankfully, I don't have anything with pre-cooked pasta in it, so I don't have to worry about that. I gotta make cookies. I gotta first. I cannot stand to cook when the kitchen has dirty dishes, so I have got to clean the dishes first, and then because I didn't have time today because I was working, so I need to do that, and then I want to make cookies. I need to do laundry some point either today or tomorrow, and I also need to clean the bathroom counter, like I said. So, with the cookies, they're pumpkin spice soft baked cookies. I'm excited to try them. They're supposed to be like super soft, so I'm excited. That's how I like my cookies anyway. I like them like warm, fresh out of the oven, still a little soft, you know. Some people like them like kind of overdone. I'm not. Nope. I like them a little underdone. A little underdone is good with me. So I'm excited to try them. I'm gonna be sad though because it's probably the only time I can find that batter is this time of year, so I don't think I'll be able to have any more. But hopefully this one batch will be good. Because I got some pumpkin spice chai latte stuff the other day. It was so good, but now I'm like sad because I'm not gonna have any more, and I'm gonna have to look it up see if I can find some online because it was so good. I had never like specifically had a chai latte, but this one was pumpkin spice and it was really good. So I might need more of that, or maybe just try a chai latte. I don't know. What are you crocheting? Ooh, gosh, with you, no telling. But really though, it's no telling. You crochet some cool stuff. Um, God, can I have a hint? Can I have a hint? Can I have a hint? Is it an animal or not an animal? I guess is my question. Because I know you've crocheted like some like cool anatomical stuff before. So I'm like, it's not an animal. Oh crap. You mentioned something recently. I'm trying to remember what it was in either a comment or on here or somewhere, or maybe in a message. But what did you say you wanted to make? Trying to remember our conversation because I know one time you said something recently about making. You wanted to make something. It's not an animal. Dang it! What I was going to say was an animal. I was like a dread. No, she said it's not an animal. God, I don't know. Dang it, that's an animal too. I don't know. I'm a terrible guesser. I have no idea. Everything I keep thinking of is an animal. I was like, maybe it has something to do with Thanksgiving. No, maybe it has something to. I feel like I know though. I feel like I've seen you posted something or said. I feel like I should know, but I also feel like I have no clue. crocheting a doll and you're almost ready for that. Oh, you are. Oh, cool. Oh my goodness. That's exciting but nerve-wracking. I wish you all the luck. That's the part that always makes me nervous about. I mean, I've never done one, but that's the part that like kind of makes me scared to do one is the hair. But I know that there are different ways that people do the hair. So hopefully it's not too bad. That's exciting though. I'm excited to see it. That's cool. That's one thing I wanted to do this year, but I don't know. I haven't found the right pattern. I'll have to look and see if I can find a cute little, not too complicated Santa pattern because that's what I wanted to make this year because that's the one thing I haven't made everybody yet. It's a Santa. I've done snowmen, reindeer, Christmas trees, but I have not done Santa. You see myself doing the hair? Oh, I bet you're gonna do it just fine. I know some people like different patterns do it different ways. Like sometimes they just attach the hair, like you cut it and then put it on like a crochet hook and pull it through and then attach it. And then sometimes you actually crochet the hair and then put it on there. There's different ways to do it. So I'm excited to see how it'll be and what it'll look like. I think I get nervous about either way. Seems like just because I've never done it, I get nervous about either way. It seems like I don't know. But I guess if I did a terrible job on Santa's hair, his hat would conceal it. I'll sew his hat on. I didn't sew the hats on my snowmen that I gave people because I wanted them to be able to pack it away and not crush the hat. Because if you sew the hat onto the like snowman, if it gets crushed, it's really hard to like straighten it back up. But if it's not sewn on, you can just stick your little fingers in there and straighten it back out and put it back on. But oh man, I have to do that too. I don't know. I'm excited. I got to think about the Christmas stuff when I get off of here for sure. That's what I'll do while I'm washing dishes. Plan and plot Christmas. You post a video if it looks good, maybe, but if it looks terrible, maybe you won't. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I bet it'll look good though. I bet it'll look good. I'm sending you all the good luck and all the good vibes that it'll turn out well. Just be confident with it. You can do it. You can do it. It'll be fun though. I'm excited to see what I can think of for Christmas. I need to look up some maybe ideas or patterns or something and then really get to work because it's going to be here before I know it. I told my husband this morning, I said, is your feed just like all Christmas? Because mine is. He said, no, it's because you watched one of those videos. I said, no, it's just all Christmas. You don't understand. It's just all Christmas. So like November 1st, be like. But apparently his algorithm is not screaming Christmas at him like it's screaming at me. But it is definitely screaming Christmas at me. And I don't think I'm the only one. All right, we're almost at the end of this row. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to get to the end of this little row and then I'm going to get off of here because, like I said, my phone is not as charged as it normally is. So I'm not going to stay on quite as long till 2. But I do appreciate you guys for being here. And by the way, I did redo the links in my description. So for my affiliates for Lion Brand and Premier Yarns. So clicks count. Even just clicking on the links is helpful for me. And if you use those and chop through those, it is also helpful for me. It gives me a little bit of a commission. But like I said, even just clicking on them does help. And because they keep track of that kind of stuff. And all that good stuff. I think Lion Brand is having some good sales right now if you're in need of any of that kind of stuff on their website. Like I said, just use the link in the description. It'll take you to their website. But it'll be affiliated with my code. and all that good stuff. If I needed some lion brand yarn, I'd get some right now, but unfortunately, I am in need of loops and threads instead, so I'm gonna have to go to Michael's to get that, or get my hubby to pick some up for me on his way home. I'll make an order and get him to bring it out to him. But poor man, we can't send him into Michael's to get the yarn. He'll get the wrong thing. We got to make an order and have him bring it to him. My husband, one time, I've had him pick up yarn for me like twice, and he was sitting in the car, and the lady comes up to him, and I put in there like he's in, spot number 3 or whatever, and they go up to him with the big bag of yarn, and they were like, "Is this for you?" And he said, "No." I was like, "Honey, that was," they called me and they go, "Well, he said it wasn't yours." And I said, "Well, it is. I promise it's that, blah, 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 blah car. That's him." And they said, "Well, he said it wasn't." I was like, "Oh my God." He said, "Well, it was such a big bag. I didn't think." I was like, "Well, it was mine." I think it was the yarn for the cardigan that I had bought, but it was funny. He was like, it was such a big bag. I just didn't think that could be your bag. And so I said no. And I was like, "Honey, that's my yarn." But they went back and gave it to him after a brief phone call with me. But you could tell they were annoyed because they were like, we asked him. And then they just hung up. But anyway, I told him, this time if you pick up yarn for me, you have to make sure you tell them that yes, it is indeed for you. Mm-mm-mm. I get it. I guess he thought it was a smaller bag, but it's still funny. He's just silly. I think I was on the phone with him too, and he was like, "No, that's not yours." He had no idea. Silly, silly man. But I love him. And we'll get back to work on the octopus very soon. Like I said, I think we're going to try to wait out this week and just let my wrist chill. And then next week we will pull out the octopus again and then really, really work on it because his birthday's at the end of the month and I want it done before then. So I need to get a moving on that big old thing. 1, 2, 3. Let's do this. We're almost at the end of the row, you guys. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week until I see you again. Hopefully, if everything goes as planned, I'll be back on Thursday. And we will be working on something. I don't know if it'll be this or if it'll be Christmas related. We'll have to see what I come up with in between now and then. Because I may run out of yarn working on this anyway. So I may have to work on Christmas stuff. But that's okay because it needs to be done. But don't forget, we've talked about it a lot, but if you're making things for Christmas, it's never too early to start, especially now. Like, this is really when you should start if you're thinking about making things, at least by now, because it's really going to come so much faster than you even imagine. It always does. You're always like, "I got time." Nope. Nope, 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 not so much. Arthur, you going to come over here and say bye? We got to go take you OUT to go potty. Yeah. Can't say that too loud or you'll jump up. Yeah. Here, let's do this last stitch. We're losing our voice anyway. Arthur, come here. You want to say bye to the people? Oh, he's so sweet, you guys. Yeah, you were resting. We got to go outside. See his little red eyes? They do that. I don't know why. They always have. Hey, you have brown eyes. I don't know why you get red eye. You want to go outside? Yeah, okay. All right. I was waiting for that reaction, that look. All right. Well, I will see you guys hopefully on Thursday around the same time. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys for spending time with me. And yeah, if you need any yarn, remember to use the codes in my description like we talked about. And I will see you guys very soon. All right.